I'm just bringing you over to the panel. It's called a power supply unit. It's made by a company called Sargent's, and this particular unit is featured in all of the Swift model ranges. So this one video will cover all the panels. The first area we're going to come to is going to be the mains control. So we've got mains 230 volt protection. If we lift this perspex window up here, turn that on. We're coming to the RCD, the residual circuit device. RCD, residual circuit device. That's a 40 amp supply going through this system here. And when you first couple up to mains, we always ask you to do a test to make sure that this RCD does trip out. The test is you press that grey button in there, and if that lever trips out like so, you just reset it back on again like that. You will get a bleep on all Swifts that are emitted, which means that the supply is going across onto the command panel, the control panel above the door. From the RCD, you just make sure then that the MCBs 1, 2 and 3 are turned on, which they all are right now. So all 4 levers are up, going towards these red labels here, going in the same location. And from there, you would turn on the charger, the water heater switch, and then moving across, we'd probably go on to the 12 volts. But the red light, which is this one here, we don't want that to be illuminated. It says reverse polarity. Which is more applicable if you're on the continent where we use a 2-pin connector. Sometimes you can get live and neutral reverse, which is what that's indicating, and in which case it's a case of just swapping that plug, rotating it into 180 degrees into a different location, and then that should eliminate that light from being on. In the UK we don't normally get that, but then moving on to the left hand side of the PSU, we come on to the 12 volt distribution. And basically on the 12 volt side, all that we'd ask the customer to do is insert that black switch there, so it's on as opposed to extended where it will be off. Providing it's more or less flush, that's the on position there. And we can now see that we've got fuses that follow on from there. There's 10 of them present in this particular fuse board. If this was a motorhome situation, we would have 13 fuses in total, which means these last 3 down here would be filled. And we've got one green light on, which is the battery charger light. If I turn off the green switch on the main side of stuff, which is on this right hand panel here, if I turn that switch off there, that green light will go out there, as you can see, and I'll just turn that back on again. So that's now back on, and we've got the green light on, because item number 1 is a 25 amp fuse. And if I lower the panel door down on the door, the access door, it just goes down this display here. So 1 to 10 is what we're looking at on a caravan. 1 to 13 is what we'd be looking at with motorhomes, as these are the last 3 are for motorhome use only. Number 1 is a 25 amp fuse. It's white in colour and it's the battery charger, and that's what that green light's indicating. And then over on this side, it covers what the MCBs cover on the main side of the stuff. The first one is the 10 amp, covers the sockets. Second one is a 16 amp supply, and it's covering the heating system. Number 3 is for the refrigerator and auxiliaries such as battery charger and possibly the microwave as well. They're all covered on the MCB 1, 2 and 3. So quick explanation of what we've got there on that power supply unit.